Namaskar. A very warm welcome you all on this digital platform of Nanad Foundation, Natrang-Vasantotsav. Today is our sixth episode. So, sensuous and lyrical, Odyssey is a dance of love and passion, touching on the divine and the human, the sublime and mundane. With Hinduism, just we take a little look back that with Hinduism taking roots in Odisha, uh, the influence of the dharma marks the culmination of temple building in Odisha. From there, and the dance movements frozen in stone to the time of Maharis or temple dancers, the class of boys called Gotipuas. Odissi has a very rich account of evolving heritage. So today with us, we have a very promising and upcoming young talent in Odissi dance format, whose positive news for his performance has by gurus and art critics and audience also, as well as made a mark in the field of dance. I heartily welcome Shri Vinod Kevin Bachchan. Warm welcome, Vinod, on this platform. Namaskar.
Namaste, and thank you for having me to be a part of this wonderful festival.
Thank you so much. Most welcome. So, a little bit about Vinod, a senior disciple of Odissi exponent Padma Shri Guru Srimati Ranjana Gauharji for last 8 years. Vinod has stepped into the world of Odissi under the tutelage of Guru Mandira Balkaran Singh in Trinidad and Tobago, West Indies. He has extensively trained also in the form of Kuchipuri and other forms of Odisha, and a research scholar in yogic science and Indian art and literature. Vinod has performed in the many major festivals in India like Konark, Kalakshetra Chennai, Khajuraho, NCPA, to name a few, and received various awards like Kalashrimani Awards, Mayuram Award, and well traveled in various countries like Granada, UK, Malaysia, Brazil, to name a few. Currently, he is also an empaneled artist of ICCR and also an lead dancer of Utsav Ranjana's Odissi Dance Academy. So, but for us, our performance speaks everything, right? Definitely. So, very warm welcome to you. And now over to you. Everyone is eagerly waiting to see you perform. Thank you so much.
Namaste, once again, and like I said, thank you for having me be a part of this festival. um, Before I start, I would like to dedicate my performance today to one of my cousins who recently passed away a few days back. Um, Her name is Leela, and she was a supporter of mine. And when I went back to Trinidad for some time, she also started learning from me. She was one of the first persons who started learning Odissi in Trinidad from me. And I dedicate my performance today to her. She's a great fan of Lord Shiva and Krishna. So I've selected these two items also in honor of her. So I begin today's performance with a piece from Raja Swati Tirunal. And this piece, Vishweshwara Darshan Ko, it says, O mind, do undertake pilgrimage to Kashi to have the vision of Lord Vishweshwar. The poet says, if you pray to him with love, he, the compassionate one, will surely cut asunder the cycle of birth and death for you. The Bhakta then takes the route of the river Ganga and reaches Kashi. On opening the doors of the temple, he is overwhelmed by the splendor of Lord Shiva. He is adorned with the holy ash. He holds a trident in his hands. Serpents decorate his neck. He shares his form with Girija, the daughter of the mountains. The poet reiterates, O mind, do worship the lotus-eyed Lord Padmanabha and the three-eyed Maheshwara and become immortal. This piece is a beautiful choreography of my guru Padmasri and SNA awardee Guru Ranjana Gohar. The rag is Asavari, Tal Ektali, and the music composition is by Sri Saroj Mohanty. So today I present to you Vishveshwara Darshanako Chalo Man Kashi. Just in time for this one. I'm not successful.
Marana Gurakvati Madi Vishwanath Madi Vishwanath Madi Vishwanath Hey Rita Rita Vishweshwara Darasana Koro Sadoma Tumukasi Vishweshwara Darasana Koro Sadoma Tumukasi Vishweshwara Darasana Koro Sadoma Tumukasi Vishweshwara Darasana Saloman Tumukasi Saloman Tumukasi Saloman Tumukasi Vishweshwara Darasana Saloman Tumukasi Vishweshwara Darasana Vishweshwara Darasana Asmanga Bhujatishura Guru Mesate Nagamana Asmanga Bhujatishura Asmanga Bhujatishura Asmanga Udati shula, asman, udati shula, ume sat nagamana, ume sat nagamana. Urume sat nagamana, urume sat nagamana, girita dhare, girita dhare, girita, girita dhare, girita dhare, girita dhare, Vibhuvana Dinidasi, Vibhuvana Dinidasi, Tatoma Tumukasi, Tumukasi, Vishweswara Taratana Tatoma Tumukasi, Vishweswara Taratana Tatoma Tumukasi, Vishweswara Taratana Tumukasi. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om
That was Vishweshwara Darshanapo Chaloman Kashi. Beautiful choreography of my Guru, Guru Ranjana Gohar. Next, I will present next and final. I will present an excerpt from the Git Govind, Lalit Lavang Lata. This excerpt from the Git Govind of Jayadev in the 12th century AD is an item that describes springtime. The leaves in the forest are fresh and green, and the soft breeze caresses them gently. The sandalwood trees release a lovely fragrance. Creepers climb the trees, and the bees hum and buzz happily. The birds chirp merrily, and the fragrance of the cloves and their musks add an aroma to the atmosphere. Krishna roams here playing holy. The mood is tormenting the tender-limbed Radha, who is wandering the forest seeking him. In such a refreshing and romantic setting, young hearts leap with joy and excitement. And those that are separated from their lovers and loved ones pine for them and find the cruel pangs of separation unbearable. This is in Rag Basant, Tal Jampa and Ektali, and this is a choreography of legendary Guru Mayadhar Raut, whose legacy we follow, and I am blessed to be a part of the legacy of my Guru, Padma Shri and Esne Awardee, Guru Ranjana Gohar, who has taught me and molded me into the dance that you are seeing at the moment. So I will present Lalit Lavanglata. Just give me 1 second. I just need to check my music. As you saw, there was a little glitch in between. So I'll be with you presenting Lalit Lavanglata.
Vasante Vasante Kusuma Sukumare रवयावै भ्रमन्तीं कान्तारे बहुविहित कृष्णानुशरणम् अमन्दं कन्दर्प ज्वर जनित चिन्ता कुलतया वलत बाधा राधाम सरस इदम् उच्चै सहचरी ललिता लवंग रसपरिशीलन कोमल समीरे ललिता लवंग लवपरिशीलन कोमल समीरे मधुकरानिकारा करंगीता कोकिल मधुकरानिकारा करंगीता कोकिल पूजित कुंज कुटीरे ललिता लवंग सरस वसंते हरि सरस वसंते विहरति 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 हरि सरस वसंते नित्यति हुवति जनेन समांसति नित्यति हुवति जनेन समांसति विराहि जनस्य दुरन्ति ललिता लवंग Anikula sankula kusuma samuma nirakula vakula kalapi Vrigamada saurabha rabhasava sambada navadalamaya samali Vrigamada saurabha rabhasava sambada navadalamaya samali Hey, hey, kada taka gadi gana. Hey, hey, kada taka gadi gana. Hey, 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 kada taka gadi gana. Hey, hey, kada taka gadi gana. Dada, tina kada, tina ta, tina ta. Dada, kada taka kada taka gadi gana. Kada taka gadi gana. Da, kada taka gadi gana. Da, kada taka gadi gana. Da, kada 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 gadi gana. Da, Vrigamada saurabha rabhasava sambada navadalamaya samali Yuvajana hidaya vidhana manasija natharuchi kinsuka jali Lalita lalundana parishilana Shri Jayadev Bhaditamidam udayati Hari Charana Smriti Saram Sarasa Vasanta Samaya Vanavarnanam Anugata Madana Vikaram
So that concludes my dance presentation today. Like I said, it's a tribute to my departed cousin, and I'm fortunate that I have Guruji watching me and always blessing me. She's behind the camera, of course, and luckily for me, it's good that my Guruji observes me each and every time, so that whatever mistakes or corrections that I need, it comes right away after the performance. So then I can go home and work on it. And I'm very fortunate to have this setting with me. So that concludes my performance today. And I thank you, Nayanika, for having me be a part of this festival.
Most welcome, Vinod. This was wonderful performance, and we can't just hear the applaud sounds here in the screen. So that's a big disadvantage of this
Yeah,
performances. Only we are talking to the screen and something like that. So, but
correct.
from all the audience, and a big applause. Very nice choreography. The music is just super sublime. It's so serene music, devotion, just divine feel like, and your dance definitely.
Yeah.
It's very
One
beautiful.
one note when it comes to music,
Yeah.
because I've seen it firsthand. Even if it's with previous recordings or already recorded music, when we make new music, my Guruji makes sure she's there in each and every recording, because then you know what flavor it is that you want. So
Right.
whatever beauty you see in the music today, even
Mhm.
Lalit Lavangata, it's an old composition of Guruji, but
Okay.
the beauty
Yes.
of the music that you see now, it is because of my Guruji sitting there. Because that flavor of what you hear,
Yeah.
sitting with the music composer, this is what she was able to bring. So it's beautiful music.
Definitely. Surely. Yes, Vinod. So coming to your dance, and if you do just look back, that you started your journey from at West Indies in Trinidad and Tobago. So how was the Indian cultural ambience was there, and how you got initiated into, because it's very unusual being in that country. And just I didn't hear it
Yeah.
first that you were about your first guru, and that how did you initiate it, and why you came to the dance, and just you have grown up being a just a Odissi dancer and this thing. So how did it happen?
Well, unbeknownst to a lot of people, the Indian population in Trinidad and Tobago, West Indies, is very high. Especially in my country, it's more than 30%. So Indian culture was already prevalent in my time.
Mhm.
Odissi was there, of course, because of Indian culture, and the Mandira Didi, who you've mentioned in my biodata, she's also from Delhi, but she went to Trinidad and she opened an Odissi school. And Mandira Didi is also a student of Guru Madhar Rao. So I had seen the style, but it was like I had mentioned in previous, it was very far where she lives to my house. It was very difficult to learn Odissi initially. So I learned Kuchipudi first to keep dancing,
Okay.
and I heard Odissi music live the first time in 2009, and
Oh, okay.
that is what changed. I mean, I always loved Odissi, but the striking moment was when I heard the Mardal play for the
Mm.
first time. So
Yes.
that alone was enough for me to say, okay, done, set, locked, and this is what I want to do. And I was talking about this to Guruji a few days back, and it's similar starting for her. It was Odissi music, especially the Mardal, that gave that extra, drive to learn the dance. So that's how I started, and the Odissi dancer who had come for the tour, she opened the ideology of dance as a career, and I never looked back since. I left college, came to Bhubaneswar, studied in Bhubaneswar, and I was looking for more. I just didn't want to learn dance. I wanted in-depth knowledge and somebody to guide me in more ways beyond the dance. So my friend Simmer, we were looking. He was helping me search for a guru, and he stumbled across Ma'am's profile
Mhm.
and shared
Mhm.
it with me. And when I saw Ma'am's profile, uh, It's like this long. It's for her. She's done everything. You name it, she's done it. And when I saw that she's a dancer, author, filmmaker, painter, theater artist, documentaries she's made, where else
True.
I needed to be. So I spoke to her on the phone. I had gone home because of certain instances, and she said, I can learn from her, but I have to come to Delhi. She can't say on the phone. So it was a risk because what if I come all the way to Delhi and she didn't accept me? But I took the risk anyway because I was already taking out of risks in my life. So I came, and like I shared before, I got scolded on the first day. So, and that scolding is what made me change, because I was in a very depressed state, and it's fortunate, that the definition guru, we don't, a lot of people my age keep cribbing, they're not able to find a guru, or, there are a lot of problems in the institutions or where they're learning from. But I'm blessed. I'm privileged in the sense to have this background with ma'am, because she always challenges us, pushes us, makes us think. And, it's beyond dance. For us, it's beyond dance. Everything doesn't start and stop in dance. It goes beyond. It goes beyond personal life also. And as you know, I don't live with my family. I'm here. So even that role, she's also taken, the role of my parents. And so much so my parents said she's only her parent because I spend every day with her, every day, except Sundays. Maybe Sundays also, if we do work together, but I'm with her, under her presence and guidance. So the dancer you see, all my accomplishments that I've achieved thus far, it is because of her. So it's a lot of gratitude I owe to my Guruji.
Yes, you truly said that it's a incredible love for dance that that brought you here.
Yeah.
Actually, so the whole journey of, like, I just was watching, seeing your biodata that you went to Bhubaneswar also for the to study the
Yeah.
Odissi, the research and to research about these things, and you are already researching on yogic science and something like that. So
Yeah.
what is your in future, what you want to, what is your, you have to have any planning, or just like now you're just learning and performing, and sometimes if you're teaching, so that's it, or any in a elaborate planning, do you have anything? So what about that?
So right now, I'm still with learning, because the learning process is never done,
Right,
and
right.
I have a lot to learn from ma'am. And so I teach, as I'm a faculty member at Utsav, and being a teacher, it also keeps you on your toes, because you have to make sure you're teaching the right thing to your students.
True.
So it's really good, and it's a wonderful experience. But ma'am always focuses me on my solo career, and especially with the legacy that we follow, there's a lot of there's less takers for the style that we are
True.
doing. So it always pushes me into making sure my solo career is there, and that's the aim right now, to focus on my solo career. And she's also guiding me into doing my choreographies, so creating new ideologies. She's also included me in few of her productions to be there, assist, give ideas. So it's like
Right.
training for me. So when I
So
start choreographing and there, um, I do want to travel. I want to travel and share my art with the world. Of course, because of the pandemic, it's not happening. But
right, right.
my aim right now, and for the next maybe 5 years, because I don't want to keep such a long plan, because who knows what will happen tomorrow. So my aim is to just work in what I have and the legacy that my guru is giving to me, and in the process, my own creation. And of course, I don't plan to open my own school, because I feel that I'm needed here at Utsav, and this is where I belong. So why not to take my guru's work forward? So that's what I have planned. And of course, I volunteer with quite 2-3 NGOs to teach kids dance, and not Odissi per se, but to use the hasta mudras and little expression on how to, share their feelings from inside, or to tell stories, or just express themselves. So it's not necessarily you have to do the talk and tribangi for expressions, because these kids are using it as a medium for self growth and expression. So, as much work as I can do with this, I will do also. But there's one major plan of my life which is not related to dance. So, what I plan to do is like with dance, and
Yes.
we work with like in rural areas and all. I've gone many places with ma'am and her team. So, we do a lot of delivering food hampers and giving clothes, and so right now that's my process to take it even further. So the platform that dance has given me, I can use dance in that way as well, to educate people that
Right.
to help each other, and to grow as a community. So this is my
Good.
major thing outside of dance that I would
Lovely.
do.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So you're just concentrating on your social responsibilities as well, as not only as a dancer. And definitely you are just lovely. You are just taking the legacy of Guru Shishya Parampara. I will say that properly, that you are staying
Yeah.
at Guru's care, under her just care and love, and you're
Yeah.
just growing yourself. So that's a lovely opportunity. Very few people just get it in this day,
Correct.
actually. So if any younger generation, for the boys especially, as I was just talking to you before the session also, that everyone has a idea that ODC is mainly focused, is mainly made a female oriented dance form. It's
Yeah.
very graceful, very fluid, and very lyrical. Actually, anytime that it came in your mind, the thought that why did you opted the ODC form exactly, or for the any male younger like any student is coming to you, how you can just motivate for the to take it as a career, what we have taken.
Um, so even today, I still face this thing, this lot of questions, and why Odyssey?
Yes.
It's so
Hmm.
feminine. It's it's mostly lasso oriented, which is true. Odyssey is a lasso oriented
But
dance.
see, Kelly Charanji and all the great gurus, they all are there, right? Okay.
The, like the
Devakrishnaji, if
legacy
I
that we
say
follow,
everyone, all the gurus are there,
correct,
all male.
correct. So the legacy we follow, Guru Mahendra Raut, he was one of the founding
Right.
fathers and creators of Odyssey dance. And when he was creating, he never thought, oh, I need to make male oriented Abhinaya and female oriented. No, these
Very
things
true.
never existed in their mind. For me, so one thing I've learned in this process, that as a dancer, just like an actor, whatever
Mhm.
character that you are given or portraying, you have to become that character, whether it's a male or female. That's your job. Your job is to make the
True.
audience feel that, oh, Radha is there, or Shiva is there, or leave Radha, Krishna, and Shiva, the common man who we are depicting in the story. We have to become that person. It's not that we should just show it by hastamudras. No, you have to become, because we are acting as well, in just that we are not speaking the dialogue, but that's the process. We are supposed to leave that impact on the audience. So so we today we still get it. A lot of males, they get this, why Odyssey. And if you look at the history of Odyssey dance was created by men.
True.
All four gurus were men. Maybe because of that time being a patriarchal society, there were more female takers for the dance, and we are a
Right.
patriarchal society today also. But it and while Kelu Babu and Maithar ji and these Deva Prasad Das and Pankaj, so they were busy choreographing, their female students were traveling and promoting the art. So that's how it
So
became
that's ideal.
eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that so lot of female speakers there, but there are a lot of male Odissi dancers right now.
Hmm.
Even at that time,
True.
there were also a lot of male Odissi dancers. It is just that we have to get this concept in the mind of the common man and people who host festivals and whatever. That hey, Odissi, there are male dancers also. It's not that it's only female. but I wouldn't limit this to Odissi. This is a problem most male dancers face. A lot of times, dancers in my category in Delhi, outside of Delhi also, they all complain. We get turned down from shows. They'll compliment that we are good dancers, but they will not give a show.
Very.
They'll say, we prefer a
Yes.
girl openly. So it's very
Right. That is the main thing. The organizers, we want female dancers. Why? Why?
I don't know, like before the lockdown, I got an offer for a show in Delhi, and there were two organizers. So the first organizer saw one of my videos, and he said, "We really want you to do the program." Then 2 days later, the other organizer called and said, "Oh, you're a really good dancer, but we're looking for a female." This is in 2020. So in 2020, in this day and age, this is the same problem that we are facing. But the thing is that if you really love what you do, like if you have a passion and dedication,
True.
nothing will stop you. It may be slow, it may take time, but it's worth it to do your work honestly, sincerely, and take your time. There's no need to rush.
Right.
There's no need to rush because dance is something that once you reach the point and you've worked honestly, no matter what organizer, they will automatically fall in love with your dance, regardless of gender.
True.
You should do your work, and especially for young ones who are coming, and it's really tough for them because they have to face this gender bias in the dance. Then they have to face it from society also, that why you're doing dance, this is very feminine and girly, and you should do something macho. Why don't you learn music instead? Maybe
Right.
something to get this.
Yes.
Not that musicians also get this gender bias. It's not that they don't face it, but as dancers, I think it's a little more. And like when we go to schools for stick-making programs and we meet boys who are interested in Odissi or leave it, any classical art, they're made fun of, they're laughed at. It's okay if you do hip hop and jazz and contemporary, you're cool. But if you do classical dance, then you're feminine. That doesn't matter. Whether
Absolutely.
whatever your nature is, whether it's feminine, masculine, these things don't matter.
Yeah.
This is Indian art and
In
culture.
the mind. All in the mind. Yes.
It's all in the mind. And Indian art and culture. So this is Indian art is a reflection of the Indian society, right? So if we lose it, what will we have to show to the world? Nothing. A country is zero without its culture.
Right. Yes.
And if we don't pay attention to the culture, which is, as we can see now, culture is like this, on a downward slope. So when we see, when young dancers see this also, that there's no encouragement, to be frank, there are hardly any festivals for young people of good stature.
True.
So when a festival comes, everybody is like running, to try to get
grabbing
and then
that,
and then that creates problems because then the whole politics starts there. So more opportunities need to be created, and also when young dancers see, okay, let's say there are programs, but there's no payment also. So
that's the thing. Yes.
Lot of problems are there. So
lot of problems.
Leave it for men, even girls also, it's difficult because when they see that this is the state of the art and culture scenario now, so the people feel like, just we shouldn't let that happen. We shouldn't let, and especially for the younger generation, if we want them to grow in this art and take it forward, we need to encourage them as well, the generation after us. And it's like I said, it's really becoming less because what is keeping them there?
Exactly.
And, especially for men, like right now, it's, like I'll give you one example. I went to a festival recently, and they were like reporters and the organizers and their helpers and whatever. and they just completely ignored me. They were busy focused on the female dancers, and the male dancer was just like standing there one side. So when situations are faced, maybe because I have tough skin, it doesn't matter anymore. But
Right.
when a young male dancer sees this scenario, they will not want to be a part of this the culture or this
Exactly.
field, because they're
Exactly.
seeing the bias right in front of their eyes. So there has to be a change, and there has to be some sort of education, because there's no gender, there's no sexuality reason to judge somebody if they choose Indian culture.
Right.
No reason. And if you
And
look
it's
at,
a very sad thing, actually, Kevin, to level some festival like a male dancers festival. What
yeah,
in the first day in the discussion with all the other, they were there.
yes,
Pavitra, Rahul was there. So
yeah,
it's a very shameful thing. Why there is no female dancers festival? Why should be male dancers festival? Why should it come? The term should it come?
exactly.
So
It
you
should
should
not
take the
be there.
dance as a dancing body, the
Correct.
beauty and the in depth
Yeah.
just quality of the
Yeah.
dance.
I
So
think the reason why few people started male dancers festivals, because there is no opportunity for male dancers, so they want to make it happen. And it shouldn't be obvious, of course. It should just be
shouldn't
a
be.
young dancers festival. Male and females are there, but it should not, because the situation is so bad that you have to have
Bad.
it.
Have to
You
have.
have to have a
Give
male dancer
some,
festival.
yes, some focus on the dancers of
Of
this
course,
particularly
of course.
mindset.
Because
Some
see, when
focus.
you're dancing on stage, your gender doesn't matter.
Right,
These things
right.
don't matter. You're just a body depicting a
Bilkul
story.
nahi. Bilkul
That's
bhi
it.
nahi.
Male or female doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. So, wonderful. Thank you so much, Kevin. It was wonderful to talk to you and the chatting. And also, I think the audience, they also have enjoyed a lot your views, your journey, and your everything. So that thank you so much for the lovely presentation as well.
Thank you
So
for having.
thank you so much. We are just winding up here, and thank you everyone and our lovely just co-organizers. And I just extend my grateful towards them also as well. Thank you so much. We will see tomorrow again. Thank you. Namaskar.